fifth graders. Today we are going to wrap up our figurative language study with hyperbole, idiom, and personification. This is the information that you need to be able to finish your digital figurative language book, which, as you can see right here, that book is due on Friday, May 22nd. That is this Friday. So let's get started. Our first type of figurative language for the day is hyperbole. Hyperbole is an exaggeration that can't possibly be true. So the example I have for you, my backpack weighs a ton. A ton is 1,000 pounds. So, can your backpack actually weigh 1,000 pounds? No, it can't. It's just not big enough to fit that much mass. So, it's an exaggeration that can't possibly be true. Something that I frequently see with fifth graders as we are practicing these new types of figurative language, sometimes numbers seem really big or something seems really exaggerated, but if you think about it, it could probably be true. It could really happen. So if I were to say something like, my backpack is so heavy it weighs 20 pounds. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. That's a lot of weight in a backpack. However, it's something that could be true. If you had a full water bottle and several textbooks and just some other things that you needed to bring to and from school, could it weigh 20 pounds? Yes, that could be true. Still heavy, but you might want to say, my backpack weighs a ton, because that's an exaggeration that can't be true. Next, we're moving on to idioms. Idioms are phrases whose meaning can't be understood from its literal means a dictionary definition, meaning. So some examples that I have for you. Back to the drawing board. When an attempt fails and it's time to start all over, you would say, we're going back to the drawing board to start over. Sometimes you might hear someone say, the ball is in your court. This means it's up to you to make the next decision or step. Barking up the wrong tree means that you're looking in the wrong place or accusing the wrong person. Beat around the bush is another common one. It means avoiding the main topic or not speaking directly about the issue. Now, fifth graders' idioms can be really tricky because they aren't understood from their literal, that dictionary definition meaning. You have to kind of understand their context in the sentence or in the situation. But another piece of it is that the meanings of idioms are often cultural and based on shared understandings. So even here in the United States, we might say some things differently than people would say who live in the southern part of the United States or people who live out in the western part of the United States. We have these different understandings based on our experiences. I asked some wise people at our school to help me come up with a few more examples. Ms. Arthur helped me with this first one. She said this is one that her grandmother would say when she was a kid. Like pepper and eyes. This means two people who don't get along. So if you think about, if you got pepper in your eyes, that would really hurt. You really wouldn't like it. Two people who don't get along. The next one came from Mr. Regalado. The best hunter misses their prey. This means that even with a lot of experience, sometimes you will make a mistake, and that happens. I would love to hear from you if you can think of any examples of idioms that your family uses. I would love to be able to add those to my examples and add those to things that we can say at school. I think that would be a fun thing we could share with each other. The last piece I have for you is personification, which means giving human qualities to a non-human thing. The way that this helps me remember is personification has the word person right in the word, giving human qualities to non-human things. The stars winked at each other in the dark, meaning the stars were shining bright and their light would get brighter and it looked like winking. Stars don't really have eyes, so they can't really wink at each other. That's the human quality that they're being given. Now on to your assignment. So you'll go into your Google Classroom. I am signed in as the test student, so that's kind of the fake person that we have so that teachers can see what things look like in Google Classroom. So when you're here, you're going to click Classwork, and this is a language arts assignment. Click Language Arts, and here we are in Language Arts. You're going to scroll to the Language Arts Figurative Language book. That was from last week. You started it with metaphors and similes. Your work will be right up here in the corner. So you'll keep working on this. I'll update the directions for you. If you followed directions last time, you did not turn it in and you're ready to keep working. If not, you may have to click Unsubmit so that you're able to keep working. You have your definitions here, your example of the figurative language book. I want to show you something here in the example. We have simile, metaphor, we did that last week. We're moving on to personification, hyperbole, and idiom. If you're having a hard time thinking of an idiom, you can click here, and it will bring you to a list of idioms as well as their meaning. Okay, a bull in a china shop, someone who's very clumsy. A gray area, something that's unclear. There are a lot of examples here. You can pick one that you like the best. On your idiom page, the rest only require one picture. On your idiom page, I'm challenging you to have a picture with the literal meaning. So that means the dictionary definition, time flies when you are having fun. So I have a clock with wings. But the figurative meaning is that when you're having a lot of fun, the time seems to go really quickly. So here's my figurative meaning. I have kids out having fun jumping on a trampoline. So please let your teachers know if you have any questions. We are happy to help you, and have a great day.